Trade tariffs on Australian barley have been dropped by China as the thaw in relations continues. Farmers have welcomed the relief and winemakers hope they will be next.
Rivers of golden grain allowed to flow once again. China has agreed to drop the 80% tariffs on Australian barley.
Well, this is certainly a positive development.
Barley exports ground to a halt in May 2020. It was one of the many casualties of the tit-for-tat tariffs after Australia called for a probe into the origins of COVID-19. In a surprise move, China's Commerce Ministry said the tariff was no longer necessary, pointing to changes in the market situation.
I welcome the decision that has been made. 1 in 4 Australian jobs is about trade.
China has been slowly unwinding the blockages, including for coal, stone fruit, timber and cotton.
We started with about $20 billion worth of trade impediments. That's now been reduced to about $2 billion.
Winemakers are watching on, hoping they'll be next.
And in some ways the wine industry has been harder hit by their tariff than the barley industry. They really haven't been able to find alternative markets like the barley industry did. So very hopeful and optimistic that this process will now follow through quite quickly for wine.
The Trade Minister believes this breakthrough sets the precedent for action on wine.
We do have a WTO case in respect of wine, and of course we'd like to see this process used to resolve that issue.
The barley backdown could pave the way for the Prime Minister to visit China later this year.
What I would say is the Prime Minister has made clear he would welcome a visit, and we hope we can continue on the positive path that we are on.
The opposition says the PM doesn't need to wait for further relief before he goes.
All countries and relationships even have disputes, and I think it's always good to talk.
Trudy McIntosh, Sky News, Canberra.